Hey everyone, Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on a What's Mine is Yours quest. Now, this quest is a remake of Doric's quest, which used to be the original. It's been updated since then, so just in case you guys want to know what happened to that quest and where this one has come from. So, for the requirements, you will only need level 5 smithing. That's the only requirement you're going to need, and as for items, you're not going to need any at all. However, recommended, you want to have like a mithril pickaxe or better, or realistically you want the best pickaxe that your level can do with. Some armour and weapons may come in handy for fighting your enemies, you have to, but they are literally level 2 enemies, so you probably be able to defeat them unarmed anyway. And the only other thing I recommend is having access to the Lodestone network, which will help speed this quest up dramatically. If you don't have all the Lodestones unlocked and wish to know how to do so, I have a guide which can be found in the description below, and it's very handy to have just to be able to speed up completing quests. But yeah, that is it for the requirements and items needed. Now onto the quest starting point. So we're currently at the Falador Lodestone, which can be accessed via the Lodestone network, as I mentioned, and we're going to head over to Doric's hut, which is located northwest of where you are. So once you arrive in Doric's house, speak to Doric to start the quest. So upon speaking to him, you'll find that it's not been very good for him at all, especially his business. It seems to be going downhill. A lot of customers are leaving him. He's having troubles where his son's gone missing, and basically he needs some help overall. So he'll ask you, you can offer your assistance to him, and he'll ask you to go get him some high quality ores, which will allow him to produce the finest work ever. He would like you to obtain him 2 high quality copper ores and 2 high quality tin ores. He'll hand you a mining site map and an ore bag for locating and storing the special ores respectively. Now, this map will indicate the sites you have to go to are the Dwarven Mine, the Rimington Mine, the Southwest and Southeast Varrock mining site as well. So when you click the option to look at the map, I think it happened to me, and it should happen throughout the quest as well, is when you click it, a hint arrow should start pointing to where the nearest mine is located to you, but I will show you where all 4 locations are anyway, so you don't really have to rely on that. So the first mine we're going to head to, since we're so close to it, is the Dwarven Mine. So if you head over to the direction where I am now, eventually you'll come up to a place where it's surrounded by dwarfs, and you'll be able to go down a trapdoor to access the mining area. A dwarf might warn you about what's lurking down there, but you're not going to get into any harm, so don't worry too much. So as you go in and you go to mine an ore, a living rock brawler will appear at this little level 2. You'll be able to easily kill him like I did. I just like one hit KO'd him. As you kill him, you'll notice it's partly made of ore, and it will become the high quality ore that you're looking for, either copper or tin. And basically we need to do this for the other 3 locations as well. Each time a little living rock brawler will appear, and you're about to kill him to obtain the relevant ore that you're after. So now we've done this mine area, we need to head to the 2 other mining areas which are near Varrock. So if you head to the Varrock Lodestone, you can go to the location that's towards the southeast of you and to the southwest of you, and again obtaining a high quality copper and tin ore. Once you've done that for both, there'll be only 1 ore remaining, and that will be found at the Rimington mining area. So if you use the Lodestone network to teleport to the Port Sarim Lodestone, as you arrive at the Rimington mine, a little cutscene will take place where you'll see a wizard and a dwarf speaking to each other, and they'll be enchanting the ore rocks, and this is where the rock brawlers have come from. You would also notice during the other mining areas that you obtained an anvil amulet and a wizard's diary, which is to do with this. But after the cutscene's ended and you've got all 4 ores, you want to make your way back to Doric, the fastest way using the Falador Lodestone again, and head into his house. So once you return to Doric, you'll speak to him and tell him about the living rock brawlers, the dark wizard and the dwarf, and you'll also show him the diary and amulet, which he'll recognise as a Gothanon amulet, known to help in training. Now that you've gathered the ores, Doric's second request is for you to use them to smith a bronze sword and bronze dagger as samples to bring in for ceramic. So you want to use the ores on the furnace to get some high quality bronze bars, and then you want to make a high quality bronze dagger and a high quality bronze sword. Once you've created the weapons, show them to Doric, and the dwarf smith Jagex will tell you that the weapons require more finish before being presented to Ceramic, and will tell you to go speak to Axel, who can be found in the Artisan's Workshop, which is in Falador. I think it's more towards the eastern part, but if you start heading where I'd go now, I'll show you where it is. So as you approach the Artisan's Workshop, you'll see Axel, who is standing near the entrance to the workshop. When you speak to him, he'll comment that the good quality of the weapons and agree to have one of his smiths finish them, but in the meantime he wants you to retrieve a progress report from Sten. So if you go downstairs using the stairs nearby and walk east, you'll see Sten, who unfortunately will say the railway tracks to the dwarven mines are far from ready due to frequent cave-ins. Once you've done that, you want to head back to Axel and report what Sten has told you to him, and he'll give you the finished bronze sword and dagger. And once they're made, you need to go show them to Ceramic's squire, Cerilyn, who will grant you an audience for himself. And you'll find Cerilyn in the White Knight's castle in the western tower on the ground floor, so head there now. After speaking to him, a little cutscene will take place of you speaking with Ceramic. So during the cutscene, you'll find out that the dwarf is Doric's lost son Boric, who seems to have a grudge against his father. Ceramic will dismiss off both of you, and you'll take Boric back to Doric to resolve his issues. So after this cutscene carries on, you'll see there's a little family feud thing starting to occur, and you'll notice there's a bar near the top where it's like partially red at the moment. And what you need to do is there's different dialogue options that come up, and you need to pick the options which will calm them, and it needs to help them sort of see eye to eye. By having Boric explain to Doric why he didn't want to be sent back to Kelgadrim, and Doric explained that he was only trying to do what was best for his son. Once you've gone through it all, you should successfully fill the bar to green. It shouldn't be too hard, just don't pick the obvious options that are going to piss them both off, basically. If you do take too long or actually back out of the conversation, you will have to start from the beginning again. Eventually, once the father and son see eye to eye, they'll apologise for each other and agree to restart the business together. And Doric will tell you that he has planned to restart it, naming it Doric and Son, and asks you as its brand new partner, asks you to be its brand new partner. So he'll give you 8 more high quality bronze bars, and he'll ask you to smith some ornamental armour and a sign to get it started. So you want to go to the anvil and use the ornamental chain body option. You want to make the ornamental plate body and a shop sign on the anvil and hand them to Doric. They'll also ask you to go down the steps that are just near the house and mine the rocks blocking the way to take them further into the tunnel. After opening the passage, you want to go back upstairs to Doric and let him know the job is done, and a cutscene will take place of them opening their business together. So, after the cutscene's finish, it will come up, congratulations, you've completed What's Mine Is Yours quest. You're awarded 1 quest point, only if you did not complete Doric's quest before its removal, 1000 mining experience, 400 smithing experience, 180 coins, Gothanon amulet, and 2 extra spins on the Squeal of Fortune. You will also get a reward which is called Doric and Boric tasks, and after the quest, members can talk to Doric and Boric to receive more tasks, and it increases charges in the Gothanon amulet up to 183,500 experience, as well up to 13,000 and 48,000 mining experience. So basically, this amulet can be used to give you bonus experience in mining or smithing. You can basically choose all the time in that, and obviously as you're completing these tasks for Doric and Boric, you can increase the amount of bonus experience that you can put in each skill, so it just helps with leveling up. It's very good. But yeah, overall, a pretty easy quest to complete. I'm glad they kind of remade this one, as it's quite good now, especially with how they've done all the cutscenes and that, and they made it a bit more in depth. The original Doric's quest that some of you veteran players will remember was literally you could go over to him and he'd ask you to bring him like 4 clay and 4 different ores, and you could literally start the quest and then finish it about 5 seconds afterwards, so it was really pointless. So it's kind of good they remade it, and also the rewards, especially the Gothanon Amulet, are very handy to have. And also this quest is required for a couple of other ones as well, so... But yeah, I don't think you'll run into any problems at all with this quest. However, if you do get stuck at all, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best I can. If not, thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers guys, bye.